Members of the Khasi Students Union took out a protest march on March 11 against the Meghalaya government's proposal to amend the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act 2024 or MSIPF and introduce railways in the Khasi and Jaintia Hills region. Carrying blue flags, banners and placards, the protesters marched towards the Meghalaya Assembly while raising slogans against MSIPF and the railway project. However, the protesters were prevented by state police from marching forward. KSU has demanded the government revoke the amendment of MSIPF, arguing that it grants the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority or MIPA, formerly known as Invest Meghalaya Agency, the power to purchase and allocate land to investors. The student body claims this goes against the Meghalaya Land Transfer Act. Speaking to EastMojo, KSU General Secretary Donald B. Thaba described the act as draconian and anti-tribal. KSU has also called for the implementation of the inner line permit before introducing railways in Meghalaya.
At first, gave a press briefing in the Shillong Press Club, that is on January, the last week of January. We have sent a clear message to the government that this act is draconian, it is anti-tribal, and it will be like we are giving away all our lands to different companies, outside investors, which is detrimental because we are going to lose huge swaths of land. And we also understand that tribal without land is as good as death. So that is what we have conveyed to the government. But the government did not respond. So after that, we sent a letter to the Chief Minister regarding this act. And we have mentioned all of the clauses there in the act which is anti-people, which is not people-friendly, which is detrimental to the tribals of the state. We have asked the government to omit such points because the act is it contradicts the Meghalaya Land Transfer Act, although it was mentioned in the act that it will not bypass the Transfer Act. But if government can purchase land directly and give them to different outside investors, huge hectares of land, then what is the stand of the Meghalaya Land Transfer Act? We have sent a copy to the Chief Minister and also forwarded copies to all the 60 legislators of the state. But till then also we do not get any response. As a matter of fact, the government had introduced a few days back the amendment to the MSIPF. But we can see that the amendment is just an eyewash. It is very weak, it is still more or less the same. So therefore we are compelled to come here and stage a protest in order to voice our concern regarding the ramifications that the MSIPF will have on the tribals, the indigenous tribals of the state. If the government does not revoke this act, then the KSU will be forced to take other measures.
So, but Donald, the government has said that they will call all stakeholders and be part of discussion to discuss about what is the reason that everyone is.
When did they say that?
In the assembly, the CM has said that because the opposition has urged the government to discuss with all stakeholders. So how do you look at it? Like, will that be one option for you all to be part of this discussion?
The option is that we have already given an option to the government, that is to repeal the act, to amend the act in such a way that it is people friendly, that it will ensure employment to the local indigenous people and to ensure that our land will not go away to outside investors. Despite the press briefing and the letter forwarded to the Chief Minister, we still are not getting any response. So that's why we are compelled to come here. We can see that when you see when the outside companies came here, we will not get employment. Local people will not get employment. They will get only grade C, grade D. The grade A, grade B, they will not get if compared to what the government is, the job like in the government. So we are thinking, we are saying that this is not a friendly act, people-friendly act. And creating of land banks is very dangerous because if you lease out huge acres of land, lots of acres of land to private investors, then we stand to lose. Apart from land, we lose our employment opportunities. We lose almost everything. It is not people friendly. As a matter of fact, this act will only benefit a few people.
I just want to make a correction. It was consulting railways. No, it's not about the act. Also, Why is KSU on the belief that railways will not bring development? Yes, we understand you want ILP at any cost. However, do you feel like we're missing out, like how the state government is saying that the state will miss out on many opportunities when it terms of development?
You see, there is a saying in Khasi, the Roy Par, and we can understand that Roy means development, and Par might mean progress or crawl. Out here in our state, if the government talks about progress, it means that the people will have to crawl. Because if railway come, we understand very well that the magnitude of the influx from outsiders will be aggravated, will become more and more. And we can see that in certain states like in Nagaland, we can see in Dimapur, the population of the Naga has become a minority in front of outsiders. And ILP in Nagaland is not in the entire state. It starts only from Chumukudima. And if you go to Dimapur, we can see the reality of what happens in Dimapur, what happens in Nagaland. We understand that railway is important. Certain people are saying that if railway comes, then essential commodities will be cheaper. But if we look, Shillong is only 100 kilometers from Guwahati, and Imphal is around 300 kilometers from Guwahati. But why are essential commodities cheaper in Manipur than in Meghalaya? That is the question. That is the question. And Manipur also doesn't have railway. So we cannot just say that railway can, yes, it might bring some benefit, but we can understand that it is more of a bane than a boon, because it will bring influx, and if influx come, then we will be reduced to a minority into our own land. Therefore, before introducing railway into our state, we need comprehensive mechanisms to tackle influx, to check the flow of outsiders into our state.
Well, the assembly budget session here in Meghalaya is ongoing. A few meters from the assembly, we see that the members of the Khasi Students Union have rallied here till the Garrison Bridge to protest. Firstly, they don't want the railways to be brought into the state unless the inner line permit is being implemented in the state of Meghalaya. Furthermore, one of the main focus here that they are asking to repeal is the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion Facilitation Act. The General Secretary has just mentioned details about their reason for opposing or repealing of this act, and several other factors that they have placed in. And they also believe that bringing in railways doesn't only necessarily mean that development will come through, because they feel like if compared to other states like Manipur and other states also, essential commodities are cheaper, whereas there are no railways. So several of these issues, as you can see right behind me, several of the protesters are here standing in front of Garrison Bridge, whereas the security have beefed up, and we can see that they have earlier also opposed, and they were voicing and sloganeering that we want ILP and we oppose the railways being brought into the state. These are visuals that we're bringing to you, and mention once again that this is the second week of the assembly budget session, which is ongoing, which will come to an end by day after tomorrow, that is the 13th of March. This is Princess Rasha reporting for EastMojo.com.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to East Mojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.